Chapter 1 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, The Rich Don't Work for Money. In this chapter, the author introduces the key difference between his two dads and their approaches to money and wealth. The author introduces the concept of rich dad and poor dad. He describes his biological father, the poor dad, as being highly educated but financially struggling, and his best friend's father, the rich dad, as a self-made millionaire. He sets up the contrast between the two dads to show how their differing perspectives on money and wealth led to vastly different financial outcomes. The author describes how his rich dad taught him about the difference between assets and liabilities and how to build wealth through acquiring assets that generate passive income. He argues that the key to building wealth is not to work for money but to have money work for you. He also touches on the idea that the rich don't work for money, but rather they use their money to invest in assets that generate income. The author argues that the traditional approach to money and wealth, which involves working for a salary and saving for retirement, is flawed and will not lead to financial freedom. He emphasizes the importance of financial education and taking calculated risks in business and investing to build wealth. He concludes the chapter by emphasizing the need for continuous learning about money and wealth creation and the importance of a shift in mindset from working for money to having money work for you. Chapter 2 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, Why Teach Financial Literacy? In this chapter, the author explains why financial literacy is important and why it is not taught in schools. The author begins the chapter by pointing out that while traditional education is important, it does not necessarily lead to financial success. He argues that the lack of financial literacy in the education system is a major reason why so many people struggle financially. The author describes his own experience with financial illiteracy and how it led to his own financial struggles. He explains how he learned the importance of financial education and the skills he needed to build wealth. He argues that financial literacy is important because it empowers people to take control of their financial future and build wealth. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of continuous learning about money and wealth creation. He argues that financial literacy is not just about learning how to manage money but about understanding the underlying financial systems and how to use them to build wealth. He argues that everyone has the potential to become financially literate, and that doing so is a key step towards financial freedom and independence. Chapter 3 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, Mind Your Own Business. In this chapter, the author discusses the importance of starting a business as a path to financial freedom. The author begins the chapter by discussing the importance of having multiple sources of income. He argues that having a job is not enough to achieve financial freedom and that having your own business is a key component of financial independence. The author describes the importance of developing an entrepreneurial mindset and the skills necessary to start a successful business. He emphasizes the importance of taking calculated risks and the need for continuous learning and improvement. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of taking action and starting a business. He argues that starting a business can be a path to financial freedom and that it is never too late to start. He emphasizes the importance of taking control of your financial future and the benefits of having a business that generates passive income. Chapter 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. In this chapter, the author explores the history of taxes and the benefits of incorporating a business. The author begins the chapter by discussing the history of taxes and the role they have played in shaping societies. He argues that taxes have been used to redistribute wealth and that the wealthy have always found ways to minimize their tax burden. The author discusses the benefits of incorporating a business, including lower taxes and the ability to legally structure your business in a way that minimizes your tax liability. He argues that incorporating a business is a key step towards financial freedom and independence. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of understanding the tax code and using it to your advantage. He argues that the tax code is a powerful tool that can be used to build wealth and that it is important to seek the advice of tax professionals when incorporating a business. He emphasizes the importance of taking control of your financial future and using the tax code to minimize your tax liability and build wealth. Chapter 5 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, If You Want to Be Rich and Happy Don't Go to School. In this chapter the author argues that traditional education is not the path to financial freedom and that developing financial literacy is a key component of wealth building. The author begins the chapter by discussing the limitations of traditional education and the lack of financial education provided in schools. He argues that traditional education is designed to produce employees rather than entrepreneurs and that it fails to provide the skills necessary for financial independence. The author argues that financial literacy is a key component of wealth building and that it is important to seek out financial education outside of traditional education. He discusses the importance of developing skills in real estate, investing, and entrepreneurship and the benefits of seeking out mentors who can provide guidance and support. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of taking control of your financial education and seeking out opportunities to build wealth. He argues that financial freedom is achievable for those who are willing to take the time to learn and take action. He emphasizes the importance of seeking out mentors and financial education and the benefits of developing the skills necessary for financial independence. Chapter 6 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, Working for Money. In this chapter, the author argues that working for money is a losing proposition and that it is important to have your money work for you. The author begins the chapter by discussing the limitations of working for money, including the lack of control over income and the inability to generate passive income. He argues that working for money is a cycle of exchanging time for money and that it is not sustainable for building wealth. The author argues that it is important to have your money work for you and to seek out investment opportunities that generate passive income. He discusses the benefits of investing in assets that generate cash flow, such as real estate, stocks, and bonds. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of taking control of your financial future and seeking out investment opportunities. He argues that it is possible to create passive income streams and achieve financial freedom by investing in assets that generate cash flow. He emphasizes the importance of taking action and making the necessary investments to achieve financial independence. Chapter 7 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, Overcoming Obstacles. In this chapter, the author discusses the obstacles that individuals face when pursuing financial freedom and how to overcome them. The author begins the chapter by discussing the common obstacles that individuals face when pursuing financial freedom, including fear, lack of knowledge, and limited resources. He argues that these obstacles can be overcome through education and action. The author discusses the importance of education and seeking out the necessary knowledge to overcome obstacles. He argues that financial literacy is a key component of wealth building and that it is important to seek out financial education outside of traditional education. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of taking action and pursuing financial freedom despite obstacles. He argues that taking action is the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving financial independence. He emphasizes the importance of seeking out education and developing financial literacy, as well as taking the necessary steps to invest and build wealth. Chapter 8 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, Getting Started. In this chapter, the author discusses the importance of taking action and starting the journey towards financial freedom. The author begins the chapter by emphasizing the importance of taking action and starting the journey towards financial freedom. He argues that it is important to take the first step, no matter how small, towards building wealth and achieving financial independence. The author discusses the importance of setting goals and creating a plan for achieving financial freedom. He argues that it is important to have a clear understanding of what you want to achieve and a roadmap for how to get there. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of taking action and following through on your plan. He argues that taking action and following through on your plan is the key to achieving financial freedom. He encourages individuals to start small and build momentum, using small successes to fuel the journey towards financial independence. Chapter 9 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, Mind Over Money. In this chapter, the author discusses the importance of developing a wealthy mindset and overcoming negative beliefs about money and wealth. The author begins the chapter by discussing the negative beliefs that many people have about money and wealth. He argues that these beliefs often hold individuals back from achieving financial success and that it is important to overcome them. The author discusses the importance of developing a wealthy mindset and cultivating positive beliefs about money and wealth. He argues that by changing your beliefs about money and wealth, you can change your financial situation. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of taking action and putting your newfound beliefs about money and wealth into practice. He argues that by taking action and putting your beliefs into practice, you can overcome negative beliefs about money and build a foundation for financial success. He encourages individuals to start small and build momentum, using small successes to fuel their journey towards financial independence. Chapter 10 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, Work to Learn, Don't Work for Money. In this chapter, the author discusses the importance of acquiring skills and knowledge rather than simply seeking to earn money. The author begins the chapter by discussing the conventional wisdom that most people follow in their careers, which is to work hard to earn money. He argues that this approach is flawed and that instead, individuals should focus on acquiring skills and knowledge that can lead to financial independence. The author provides examples of individuals who have pursued careers in which they have developed valuable skills and knowledge, and have used these to achieve financial independence. He argues that by focusing on learning and acquiring skills, individuals can create more value in the marketplace and increase their earning potential. The author concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of continuous learning and the pursuit of knowledge. He argues that individuals should never stop learning and should always seek to expand their skills and knowledge. He encourages individuals to take control of their careers and financial future by focusing on learning and acquiring skills, rather than simply working for money. Some of the key takeaways and lessons from the book include: 1. The importance of financial education. The author stresses the importance of financial education and encourages readers to acquire knowledge and skills related to money and wealth creation. 2. Mindset matters. The author argues that one's mindset and beliefs about money and wealth play a crucial role in financial success. He encourages readers to cultivate a positive mindset and to overcome limiting beliefs about money and wealth. 3. Focus on assets. The author stresses the importance of focusing on acquiring assets, such as real estate and businesses, rather than just earning income from a job. He argues that assets can generate passive income and increase one's financial security. 4. Embrace risk. The author argues that risk is a necessary part of wealth creation and encourages readers to embrace it. He stresses the importance of taking calculated risks and learning from mistakes. 5. Work to learn. The author encourages readers to focus on acquiring skills and knowledge rather than just working for money. He argues that by acquiring valuable skills and knowledge, individuals can create more value in the marketplace and increase their earning potential. 6. Continuous learning. The author emphasizes the importance of continuous learning and encourages readers to never stop expanding their skills and knowledge. These are some of the key takeaways and lessons from Rich Dad Poor Dad. The book provides valuable insights and practical advice on personal finance and wealth creation, and is a must-read for anyone looking to improve their financial situation and achieve financial independence.
If this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more similar content. I'm always looking for ways to improve. Your comments and opinions are important to me, so please leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on this video.